Okay. So some of you guys might know I was streaming this afternoon too, drawing stuff. But I'm going to just be making some music as well, because I kind of just felt like it. I never did 2 streams in one day before. So this is going to be a bit different for me. I'm not really going to be answering too many questions. So if people come in and ask questions and stuff, very likely I won't be able to answer because I'm just going to be focusing on my music and sort of thing. So yeah, so I'm just going to be making music, and I'm not really going to be reading the chat too much, just so you guys are aware. I might take a look at it once in a while, but I'm going to just be trying to focus on the music because I find it really difficult to do 2 things. Drawing is one thing, but making music is that sort of thing, you know? Also, I'm not really sure what kind of music I'm going to be making. It might end up being kind of like atmospheric. Yeah, it just might I don't know, so we'll see. So just sit back and maybe just put it in the background or something, maybe hear some weird music or weird sounds. Keyboard is gross. It's all dusty and stuff. I haven't been using it in a while. I made some music for the last episode, and I've been working on it for 2 months, but I didn't really have to use the keyboard to finish it up. These are all patches that I made in Logic. These are ones I made myself, so basically a combination of different VSTs and that sort of thing. This one I can't hear for some reason. It's because of this. Okay. You guys probably might recognize this one. I used this in episode 7. It sounds kind of quiet. What kind of keyboard is that? It's not a synth or anything. It's just it's a, what do you call it? A MIDI keyboard. And it's semi-weighted and touch sensitive. It's called a Remote 61 SL, and I think you can get them for a couple $100 on eBay. They're kind of old now, so. My Lite isn't working. It's kind of busted up a bit, but it still works. That's all I use it for. Otherwise, I used to make music with the keyboard on my laptop, my old laptop, and then I realized how stupid that was. But I mean, I guess you work with what you have. So, I don't know why that light is busted. I should open up and fix it or something. Anyway. Here's another patch, you guys. It's clipping. It's too loud. Write it ahead of time. I just kind of mess around with the keyboard, and then usually I record it, and then if it sounds like something I like, then I'll just keep it and fix it up later. Are you considering releasing music, video of just the audio of your music from Interface? Kaylee. Yeah, I am. I will do that when the I'm gonna release the album on vinyl and on a CD and on Bandcamp, and you guys can, and then I'll probably put it on YouTube. I'll definitely put it on YouTube as well, so you can just like the whole album. So, did anyone teach you to play, or did you just teach yourself? Well, here, I did sort of just teach myself, but if you guys were noticing, I don't really use the black keys. And the reason behind that is because I don't actually know how to play the piano. So I just use the white keys, and I use the transposer to play it in the key that I want, so I don't actually have to learn the different chords and stuff. But otherwise, I'd have to be restricting the keys that I play, and I don't have that theory knowledge behind it, so I just use the tools that are built into Logic, you know. I feel like if there's a computer that's going to do the transposing for me, why do I have to learn it? You know what I mean? I guess it would be good to learn, because then I can actually play music for real, you know, in public and stuff, but whatever. I'm just using it for my animations, so. Maybe I might make something tonight, like an actual song, and I'll just release it. I'll put a link in the description or something. But we'll see. If anything comes out of this, I'm not sure. This is kind of the first time I did like a real musical stream, so. And Nigelson. Although I'm not playing the black keys, the transposer is playing the black keys. It's transposing it to the white keys. So it would sound the same whether or not I'm playing the black keys or the white keys, based on how I set it up in Logic. So essentially, the white keys are the black keys. It's just set up to different chords. So I should say the white keys include the black keys, not that they are the black keys. Okay, anyways, let's see here. I gotta put a limiter on my master bus here, because Where is it? Dynamics. Okay. Alright. And when I kind of make the music, I don't even really set a tempo. I just kind of play stuff and then I'll set the tempo later. Doesn't even seem right. Doesn't seem right at all. I don't like that. I want to just play something else here. Get my warp strings back. It's so quiet all of a sudden. Yeah, it's the Logic user. Yeah, I know. So much that I bought a Mac Mini just so I could use Logic. I feel like it's a really good value for the cost that it is. It's, you know, it basically makes buying a Mac computer worth it for the price. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try something different here. Alright, I'm gonna try by making a beat first. I don't always make a beat, well. Let's see, software, instrument. I forget how to do it. I don't even, it's been so long. Sometimes I just take a while. I take a break from making music, so. Yeah, let's see, what else is there? Dragon Balzier, you have an art page? If you go to my website, justintomczyk.com, you'll find some paintings that I made. Oh, do you use Alchemy for making beats? SF Logic Ninja? I've always been using this because I guess the Alchemy is new, so I haven't really learned too much about it yet. I also got a bunch of samples that I use. I don't like those. I turn the volume up with my headphones, I can't hear anything. Okay, that's better. Hey, SF Ninja, thanks man. Send me an email, I'll get back to you. The new Apple loops are the shiznit. I didn't even look at the new Apple loops. Let's see, what do they got here? Take a look at some of these beats. Let's get a funky beat going. Oh, I gotta click the beat button. Ooh. I like this one. Alright, I'm putting this one in here. One of the things I do is like I slow down my music a lot. I like to make it really slow. Why am I at like beat? Oh, hold on. I'm like way the hell. Bar 50. Oh, get back over there. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Let's go over there to the beginning. That's a weird ending there. Is that how the loop actually works? Let me just put that back in there again. Man, they like changed it since the last update. I think I have to like press a different button now. Hold on. It's because I'm using a Windows keyboard on a Mac. Okay, there we go. That's weird. Okay, let me just try something here. Undo that. Something weird going on here. Something really weird. Get in there, get back in there. If I just played this loop by itself. It's not a correct loop. But when I play it here, it plays fine. It's not like the whole audio clip. Something missing here? It clips over itself. Yeah, that's weird, eh? I don't know, let's just try a different one. Okay. Let's try this one. Okay, there's something major going on here. Something majorly wrong. Let me just make a new project. I don't know what the hell is going on here. Just choose a random beat for now. Okay, that's working fine. So I guess I don't know what was going on at the last. Let's try 2 of these. I'm going to slow these down. Hopefully it doesn't mess up again. Oh, for Christ's sake. Of course, it doesn't work for some reason just because I'm streaming. Let's try that again. Maybe does anyone know? Does anyone use Logic? Know what's going on here? Am I supposed to be using flex pitch? Okay, and I changed it to speed. Okay, I'm gonna try something else right now because this is pissing me off. I don't know why it's doing that. I've got a bunch of my own loops anyway. And they are a lot less buggy. It's probably no bug, probably just something I'm not doing right. Music development, sound development. Okay. Just throw this one in here and see what happens. These loops are working fine, so I don't know what's going on with these Apple loops. They must be like doing some smart syncing shit or something that's fucking it up. Let's try this. That's no good. That's cool, but let's see if we can slow it down a bit without it screwing up. Oh my Christ. I don't know what the hell to think about this. That is so weird. That is so fucking weird. Why is it doing that? What? Do you see how it's like playing music after the... Huh. Okay, well, we'll just work around it for now. Because I like this beat. Rather than make it set to speed, we'll make it flex pitch. Oh, Jesus. It's okay. Let's just work with it. So we got that, and super. Oh, someone did a super chat. Oh man, I can't read it now because. Just give me a minute here. I'll read it real quick. All right, the chosen one. Weird is good. Hey man, thank you for that. I appreciate that a lot. Thanks, man. And thank you for my patience with this program here. Alright, so that's really thick sounding, and I'm gonna have to like, what I'm gonna do is sidechain it with this drum loop up here. So I'm gonna use this sound and then sidechain it to this drum loop. And if you don't know what sidechain means, it means you add a compressor to the sound, which a compressor basically compresses the audio. Like if you were to think of the audio as like a waveform, it compresses it so that it's closer together, so that the sounds, there is less there's less dynamics. And what you can also do is sidechain it, so basically if there's a beat happening over here, it will duck the volume on the compressor, basically. So, drum loop. Set the sidechain right here to drum loop. So now if I were to play this, and I set this to, hold on. Listen. It's listening to what the sidechain thing is, which is drum loop. And what I'm going to do is make the attack shorter, the release a little longer, and then possibly mute this. Okay. So what you're listening to is something that you won't actually hear in the actual track. Because if I turn listen off, so you're listening to this original beat with a compressor on it that is sidechained to drum loop. Now if I were to take this effect off, you can hear the difference before and after. So this is before. And then with it on, the effect. So that's one way I use basically royalty-free loops and make them kind of original, which is I combine them together and I let them play off each other so that they sound sort of unique. So there's that, and then I wouldn't finish with that. I'd probably do probably a noise gate too, so to make it even more extreme. What the hell is this? That's a noise gate. I guess they changed the way it looks. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to just make it a expander instead, which does the opposite of a compressor. But after, you might be wondering why they put the expander on after the compressor, but it's because it's already, this is sidechain on it, so it makes a difference. All right, so cool. That sounds sort of all right. I might change it later, but for now it's all right. And let's just set this to go like this for now, and of course I'll make it nicer later. But so we got that and that, and I'm gonna save this as a thing just so I don't. I'll just call it untitled for now because I'm just doing it for the live stream. I don't know if I'm gonna use this for anything. I don't know what the hell is going on here. Save, god damn it. Whatever. It's version 2 now of Untitled. Okay. Let's put another beat in here. I don't think that's enough. I'm having problems with these built-in friggin' loops, so I'm gonna try something that I have. Okay. It's not showing the actual waveforms here. That leads me to believe that where the hell are the waveforms? Whatever, let's try a different reverb here. Chroma verb. Cool. Let's add some my patches here. Get rid of this. Mistake. I had it looped there. Try that again. Okay, I'm having a hard time with this patch. I don't like it. It doesn't work for this particular beat, so maybe something like that might work. Not enjoying this. Not enjoying that particular sound. It's not working for me. This beat is a little bit aggressive. Let's just try something like that for a second here. Let's just throw this in here. I'm still not happy why it's not working when I loop this. What the hell does it do there? It just like cut off a piece of it or something. Get back in there. Speed, FX. There's a little bit of a, okay, if I look at the waveform here, it gets a little bit bunched up near the end. Okay, so if I put speed on, what happens? It's still there, it's just shrunk down. So if I stretch you out, it's still the exact same waveform. So okay, it's not playing. The audio is different from the waveform that it, because I can see here that it was different. Is there a, like, look at this. I'm expecting 4 beats at the end, right here. Just listen. I counted like 2 or 3. Like, what the hell is that? I'm not just going crazy. You guys see that too, eh? I don't know what to do about that. I gotta figure that out. It's one of the main things I do is use the flex time with speed, and it doesn't seem to be working right now. So I don't know what's up with that. Whatever. Can you disable follow tempo for the Apple loop? Uh-huh. There you go. There's probably something like that. It's throwing me off. How do you do that? I gotta look this up real quick. Disable. Follow tempo right there, eh? I think that might be the culprit. Maybe. Let's try that again. Speed you up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have no idea, man. I gotta flex and follow? What is that? Turn you off, okay? What the hell, flex and follow? Okay, flex and follow is the plugin, I think. On. I don't know if that's... Well, that seems fine now. I love you, Umami, but promise not to leave YouTube after you start to get 1 too many comments repeating quotes from your videos. Chef Boyardee, Seinfeld, Pit Stain. I know of Chef Boyardee and Seinfeld pit stain, and I don't plan on leaving. I mean, I'm not exactly sure why they left either. I mean, Seinfeld pit stain was a pretty good channel, and maybe they just got tired of making videos. I don't know. Like, I really want to know the story behind that. You know what I mean? Hey, Kyle Jordan. I do actually... Are you planning on running any vids with a dark religious theme? Well, I mean, I thought I was actually doing that quite a bit in Interface recently, especially with the whole Catholicism sort of thing going on. There's a lot of hidden crosses in all the episodes. I'm sure you guys might have already known. I thought I was overdoing it, to be honest with you. otherwise, I don't really know too much about religion, so, you know, it's not something I'm really well versed in. I just realized this mic is like in front of the camera here. This doesn't matter too much. Okay. So that was all right. I mean, there's like elements to that I might use in the future. Usually I just do stuff and save it and then come back to it. It's okay. I'm not crazy about it. It doesn't really feel cohesive. It just kind of feels like I'm messing around on the keyboard, which is, I'm sure you guys are probably already aware, but it takes me a while to make a song, usually like sometimes a month, because I'll do stuff and I'll change things around, so. I think Hideaki Anno literally put crosses into Evangelion because it looked cool. I'm not even sure what that is. I have to look that up. Okay, I'm not even aware about this movie. I have to look it up later, but yeah, the reason why there's crosses in the interface stuff is because Henrik is a religious person. So, I'm not particularly religious, but there's characters in my episodes that, I mean, I can't just make characters about myself, right? And so, he's religious, and it kind of explains why. I was saying this earlier this afternoon, I was saying it explains sort of why he decides not to kill himself on the bridge, because he could kill himself. He could live forever, whatever, but if he were to jump off a bridge, it would kill him. Like, he's invulnerable. He's not invincible. And Dom, I don't know if you guys are watching that live stream, a podcast that he did recently. I was talking with him, and he kind of helped me clarify my thoughts on that, because he wasn't invincible, Henrik. He's just invulnerable. And really the only thing preventing him from dying is himself. But because he's religious, he chooses not to go that way, because he feels like it would condemn his soul or whatever. So that's the that kind of explains why he didn't jump off the building. So anyway, I'm not crazy about this particular beat or music, but I will save it and try something new, because Austin Gomez, where can we read up on interface lore and theories? You can read up on it on the Wikia, which I have not written. Is all written by fans. So there is information in there that may or may not be accurate based on what I think of. However, If you're interested in reading more about it, you can read it there. And I just posted a link for you. And also the Discord has a whole channel just dedicated to it. Except that you have to scroll up quite a bit because it's been there for a while. And there's some interesting theories, but there's a lot of stuff. Okay. Let's try something else here. Let's get going to alchemy here. This is pretty good. Digital synth. You know what? I'm going to try this instead. I really love this one. I just like the simple VSTs. Just started making sense for my videos. It is time consuming but satisfying when everything can be yours. Hey, machine, I totally agree. And I think that's, you know, it doesn't even necessarily, like, I started making this stuff like 9 or 10 years ago, and I think even just the basic, really basic chords can just go a long way to making your animations and sort of things kind of nice. And then you can just say, hey, I made all the music and stuff, because honestly, there's not a lot of good free stuff out there. And you don't want to get caught up in content ID on YouTube anymore. So, hey, Julia Chilled Gaming, nice to see you. I'm not sure if it's switched off. I don't know, so I'm sorry if it is, but you know, I gotta check that thing, I guess. But it's good to see you. How are things in Australia? Do you have set rules for spiritual energy? No, I don't have any sort of rules or anything. Sorry, man. I don't really think too much about that sort of thing, you know, spiritual stuff, so. Oh, and Machine, about the animation and stuff, just check the FAQ, because you'll find all about how I do things down there, in terms of what I use to draw with and stuff. Oh, sorry, man, I can't read your name, but it looks like it's in Japanese or Korean. Maybe it's Korean? I can't tell, but I haven't been streaming since... I did a stream earlier this afternoon. And now I'm streaming again, which is first. I don't usually stream twice in one day. I'm gonna start recording. Oh, Lord Parker, just so, do I have any rules for the spiritual energy? Sorry, I misunderstood your question, but for the interface, yes, I definitely do. I have a stuff that's locked down and it has to be consistent throughout the episodes. But I don't want to necessarily say what they are, because then it will kind of give away some things. So there are rules. Every episode has rules. I don't really talk about them though, that's all. The Umami movie 2020, I'm not sure. I mean, if I turn the interface into a film, it'd basically be combining all the scenes together, maybe stitching them up. We'll see. I'm not sure. I might just keep it as a web series, you know. Oh, you know what? I like that. I'm happy with that one. I'm going to save this too. And I think someone just did something, so I have to check. Let's see here. What happened? There was a noise, and I was just sorry because I was playing the music and I got into it, and then I messed up the. I missed the message. Oh, it says it right there in the thing. Hold on, I can get to it real quick. Oh, it's gone. I think it was Julia though, eh? Let's say here. I'll just scroll up. I think I got it to work. Agreed, Snailbird. Hey, thank you very much. And also the chosen one. I'm sorry I missed your comments there. Let me just zoom up here. You know what? I'm sorry, guys, for missing those donations. They are on Streamlabs right now. And they're lost into a void. I have to go to Streamlabs. Just give me a second here. Log in. Okay, Asimo. 3089. Thanks for all the great content. Hey man, I appreciate that a lot. And geez man, that's really generous. I appreciate that very much. Thank you so much. And Julia Chilled Gaming. I love the print you sent as a Patreon board. Thank you. It hangs proudly in my office. Oh, that's great. I'm really happy for that too. Thank you, Julia, so much. And it looks like I might have missed another one here. Xavier 1324. I really like your work, sir. Thank you. Hey man, I appreciate that too, man. Thanks so much. You guys are very supportive. Yeah, there, I got you. Yuri Gagari. I tried to stream on Saturdays, but as you can see, I haven't streamed since a month ago. I did a Patreon-only stream 2 weeks ago. I've been busy with a commission for Adult Swim, so you guys will see another one on Christmas. Otherwise, I usually try to do one every 2 weeks, usually, or maybe, you know, I should really be doing them more frequently. But, because, you know, with an animation channel, it's hard to keep things active because they take so long to make. Okay, so I got this kind of like melody or whatever it is, harmony, and I'm going to just save it. AQDVTR, you can go to hexsystem.com, and all my music that I've already released is available, free to download. You don't have to pay for it, but if you'd like to, you can. And it's right there. I don't watch Adult Swim either, man, but it will be on their YouTube channel. So you'll be able to see it. Like, I'll post a link. And if for some reason it's content blocked or whatever, just let me know. And it shouldn't be, though. I think it's worldwide on their YouTube channel. It'll be coming out on... I don't have cable TV, so I don't watch it either, and unfortunately. But how do you do your mischief voice? Well, that's just a little bit of pitch bending and compression. Nothing too much complicated. And also, I change my voice when I do the voice acting. Okay, so I like this, all right, but I'm gonna add something else, like some sort of bass. So, make a new... thing here. Let's just use uʻmmäːmi. Last time I did a music live stream, the music that I made ended up being in an episode of Interface. It just happened to work out. So, episode 11, the before the really complicated piano music, there's kind of like an ambient track. That's what I made. Okay. Sweep, I guess. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Okay, you know, that may sound kind of bad, but I think if I were to EQ some of that, I can tone down those weird sweeps so they're kind of faint. And if I add a reverb to all this, kind of smooth everything out. I like using the deep verb. Hey, thank you very much for the Adult Swim stuff, and it's because of you guys, because I don't know if they would have found me otherwise if it weren't for you guys promoting my animations around. The Rogue One, basically, the Adult Swim has been sponsoring some of my animations. They've been purchasing commissions, so they technically own 2 videos that I made, and they put it on television, or they put it on their YouTube channel, they put it on their website. And they've been commissioning them. And they've commissioned a Christmas one. So basically, these are videos that I made using Mischief, but they're not going to appear on my channel right away. They'll appear on there later, like usually a month later. But I will post in the community page and on Discord and on Patreon where to find all the videos I make the day that they go out, so you guys will be able to find them. Ham Pie Taco. The reason why it's sold out is because I've been really busy recently with the commissions from Adult Swim. But if you were to just wait like a week, I think that I will open it up again. It's just that I can't be doing them right now, so just give me a week and then check again, and I think I will open up that tier on Patreon again. That's all. Okay, so I got this kind of like low frequency sound, but I think I want it to be more distorted. Reverb. You know, some of these things, like a sound engineer probably wouldn't like the way I do certain things, but it doesn't really matter. It's just kind of the result that you get that makes a difference to me. Okay. Let's clip in, clip in, clip in. replace this with a different type of reverb. Who's desync? Okay, I'm gonna try adding that to this. See what happens. It may not sound good. Oh, you know what? There's a problem. I already messed up. These are all being transposed, so I have to transpose this as well, because otherwise it will sound weird. Oops. Ooh. A Half-Life 2 video maker. Okay. I'll have to look him up later. You know what? This unused drone is not gonna work. I think this is symphony or whatever. This up here is very quiet and delicate. So if I add something like that, it's gonna mess it up, muddy it all up. Do that. I think I just missed something here. Oh, JS Wheezy. Hey man, thank you very much for that. I appreciate the super chat, man. I don't see a comment there, but oh, so I'm pretty new to your channel, and I just binged the whole interface series. My God, that is some next level stuff, man. I was instantly hooked. Hey, man, appreciate the comment. I appreciate it a lot. Thanks, dude. GarageBand is for the real pros. Dice, yeah, all those prints that are on Patreon, the $5 reward, they're all signed, individually signed. I signed them myself. So I'm planning the next batch of prints. Might change up the design. So if someone signs up for it now, it might be different than what the photo shows, but I'll still sign them by hand. The reason why is that I want to keep the Patreon prints to be kind of limited edition. So like there'll be limited, like only 250 of this certain design will be made and then sent out. And then they'll never be made again. So that are kind of rare, I guess, you know. I don't know if it's just kind of fun, I guess. Something cool to do. So, but yeah, I signed them out and I mailed them. And I got better cardboard mailers now than I used to have. Okay, so what do we got here? I gotta figure out this music. You know, the sampler, I like using the sampler too. And I might set it to mono though. So this Caribbean steel drums, it sounds kind of Caribbean, obviously, but like if you set the attack to be longer, sometimes you can take samples that are not necessarily synths, but you can kind of make them sound like synths later, which is something I like to do. So if I were to put the multi-pressor on that. That's not the best way to do things. Let me just... bring up the volume, because that portion of the sample is quiet, so I have to boost it. I don't care if it gets noisy or whatever. It's not really... I don't care about noise and stuff, so... Okay, let's add another one. Oops, I use the different, okay, same sort of. It's a nice kind of Indian flute. Transpose it, -12. Okay, and also transpose it to the key, or not the key, but the chords. I don't know if that's going to sound good, but we'll see. Hold on. That doesn't sound good at all. Sounds like you're being haunted by some guy who's trying to make you taste some spicy jerk chicken or something. Like a... Okay, let's see here. Let's try something else. I'm not sure what to do. I'm like kind of, you know. Something seems off about that. Let me just double check things are not screwed up. Phrygian. -12. So I just set this to 0 for a second. You know what was weird? It was set to +1 the first time I looked at it. Okay, it's fine. It's not working. This is not working, so I don't know what to do. In that case, I might just leave this by itself because, you know, sometimes it just sounds nice on its own. If I had a nickel for every time a ghost made me try some spicy jerk chicken, I mean, yeah, that'd be a pretty good ghost. I'm gonna add a sample here now. I'll show you guys a cool website too. Well, okay, I'm not, maybe I won't. This website, if you're doing soundscapes and stuff, this guy releases sounds for free, basically, and you can donate to him as well. Basically, he just has no restrictions on it, and he releases it out there. Sometimes I use some of his stuff, just kind of like to mix it in the backgrounds. I don't know what this would sound like, but we can just listen to it, I guess. He's got some cool stuff on here. Anyway, let's check that out. Some freetoUsesounds.com. I have my own kind of like files on my computer that I use, so I might just go there. So I got a washing machine sound here. It's royalty free, public domain 0 or whatever. I used that for Mark Zuckerberg's video. After he ingested all the meat. Tessa Matujevic. You should sell mischief stickers if you don't already. I got a couple on Patreon and some on Redbubble too. The ones on Patreon are not Patreon. Sorry, I should say Teespring. Teespring. The ones on Teespring are a little bit more expensive, but I think they're better quality. They're actually made out of vinyl. And the ones on Redbubble are a lot cheaper, but they're just kind of like regular stickers, I think. another synth sound to make that sound more full. Hey 404, man, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Perfect stream for Wake All Night. Alright, thanks, man. I'm not sure about that, but whatever. Hey, 404, thank you. I don't know if you heard me with all that music playing, but thanks, man. Someone was saying something. Are you gonna make more Mark Zuckerberg videos? I am. I just I'm kind of waiting on a good sound bite, and he already has his live stream where he talks about meat and stuff. So I'm waiting for something new. There's a video on his Facebook page where he plays like this African horn in his living room. I was thinking of doing something with that, but I haven't done it yet, so maybe in the future, but we'll see. So, alright, that's okay. I might use this for something in the future. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not crazy about this particular part or this. Just this part is I like that, so just save it. I'm going to go back to what I did earlier, because I already forget what it sounds like. That's particularly difficult for me sometimes, playing the piano. Anyways, I think I'm racking this up. I was just doing this live stream tonight, just kind of quickly to try something new. I was going through my old stuff here. You guys already heard this song. It's fairly simple, but it's from episode 6, I think. Yeah, so that's it for tonight, guys. Thank you for streaming. Thank you for watching my stream, and I'll talk to you guys soon. I'm going to try to be streaming more often. Have a good night, everyone.